yes, this is tactical red, and you're on tactical United, and Man United drew 2-2 with Aston Villa. Um, it's going so well, it's going so good, it's going so nice, and then obviously, I believe that a substitution should be made in the midfield. Now, Rangnick is to blame for this loss, yeah, because as a manager, you need to see when things are going wrong. I see him sitting there consulting with Arnos, who's an anus, and well, I don't really know, but he's from fucking MLS. I'm sorry. How dare this some MLS guy come in and coach Manchester United footballers? It's ridiculous. Yeah. Um, I'm not having that. I'm not having it. Yeah, Rangnick is to blame for that loss. Matic should have came off and brought Donny van der Beek. Why is Donny treated like a piece of dirt? Is he a terrorist? Is Donny van der Beek a terrorist? And have they kept him in like isolation like they do in Guantanamo? Because I don't know what Donny has to do to play games. Yeah, Matic should have come off. He was on the yellow card. He will stop being aggressive because he was on the yellow card. And plus, Matic is old and very immobile. I've seen Matic. I've met Matic many times in the job that I do, and he cannot really walk properly. I'm being honest. Like, he's a good footballer, but I've seen the way he walks. He walks as if he's always injured, and I've seen him multiple times within the last 3 years. What I am trying to say is that Rangnick is a weak manager. And the reason why he's a weak manager, we have to really break down Rangnick, because I believe that result is on Rangnick. I believe there should be certain substitutions should have been made sooner. I think the first substitution for Sancho for Elanga was unnecessary. Then Greenwood, you lose all your pace, you lose all your counter-attacking ability when you make these substitutions. This was not intelligent. I think the substitution should have been Bruno for Sancho. Sancho would have held the ball a little bit better and moved it, or Bruno for Van der Beek, one or the other. Then you take off Matic and maybe bring on three at the back, or whatever you do, you just change a few things. Bring on Maguire, go a bit more defensive to win the fucking game. I don't think Rangnick thought clearly about that game, and I don't think he's thinking clearly in-game decisions. I don't see him making good in-game decisions, and all of his in-game decisions have not paid off. So we need to start questioning Rangnick, because I know there's a lot of you guys out there that think Rangnick is a great this great manager, but we don't see pressing from Man United. We don't see pressing. We don't see any of this forward passing that he was banging on about before he came. He's just basically playing the same as Ollie. That's all I can tell you. We're playing the same football as Ollie, and we're a bit more organised because certain players aren't playing. Like today, we saw us keep the ball a little bit better because McTominay wasn't in there. You had two midfielders that are willing to hold on to the ball, but once Matic got booked, we needed to start thinking about making a substitution for Matic. That was the key element in the game, and Ralph Rangnick didn't see it. He didn't see it because he doesn't see things. I'm shocked that he has this reputation. And let's remember, Ralph Rangnick has only been managing for the last 10 years. He's only managed for 2 years in the last 10 years. So really, he has no managerial credentials in the last 10 years. Let's be completely honest. Yeah. He hasn't got any. I know he's an interim, but we are trying to get top four here, and we look like we're struggling to get top four at this moment in time because we can't beat Villa. I know we was missing Ronaldo, but Ronaldo would have made a difference. And talking about the strikers, like, I know there's a lot of you guys out there that love Cavani, but Cavani doesn't score goals. We need to look at the fact that he's not a goal threat. Yeah, and then you might say to me, "Oh yeah, but we don't create any chances." That's not the point here. He doesn't score. He doesn't score. He doesn't score. Like, he's not a goal threat. Like, you're not worried about Cavani scoring goals in this Man United team. But so many people, including Ralph Rangnick, want him to be in the team for his just work rate. And we are not Burnley. We are not Brighton. We're not Southampton. We don't play players for work rate. We need to play players for quality. And losing 2 goals. The first goal, it was unfortunate. Fred nicked it, touched it, and the guy finished in the top corner. The second goal, I don't know where Lindelof was on the pitch. I need to check that back, because when the moment that the guy scored, Coutinho scored the second, I didn't see Lindelof anywhere. I don't know where Lindelof was. I just saw Matic trying to fill in and Varane trying to slide and Delo there too. And like, where was Lindelof? The reason why they scored that goal because Lindelof wasn't doing his job. It's simple as that. And this is where we went wrong. And this is why we conceded. He should have changed Matic. I was screaming it from like 60 minutes. Matic needs to get taken off because we are losing the midfield battle. We lost the midfield battle. And that's why we lost that game, because Villa had chance after chance after chance because we was not keeping the ball. And Cavani wasn't causing a threat up front. Cavani doesn't do anything when Cavani doesn't occupy defenders. He doesn't occupy defenders. We are Manchester United, and our striker, like, people don't understand that our striker is not occupying defenders. Why is he a striker if he's not occupying defenders? Is he playing a false nine? Have we got Firmino? Because he's not as good as Firmino on the ball. I don't know. I think it's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a complete mess. Let me tell you what I would do if I was Manchester United manager. The first thing I would do is buy 2 midfielders. The second thing I would do is I'll play Greenwood up front, because at least there is pace up front. If I'm not playing Ronaldo up front, I'm playing Greenwood up front. I'm utilising Cavani as well, but I'm not playing him every game, and he's not as important as all Man United fans think, and particularly Ralph Rangnick thinks. Secondly, I'm feeling Elanga. I'm feeling what Elanga was doing. It was 10 times better than I've seen Rashford perform for years. Fred, inconsistent as per usual. Matic, old, slow, can't do it at this level as per usual. Lindelof is mistaking him at all times. The left back, the right back were okay. Varane's okay. De Gea's okay. Yeah, we need to utilize Van der Beek sometimes for Bruno. We need to take up Bruno 60 minutes and utilize Van der Beek, or start Van der Beek for 60 minutes and then put off Bruno. Like, we need to switch it up. Like, we haven't got any attacking players. If we need to sell Martial and buy an attacking player, we need to buy an attacking forward. We need more attackers. Sancho, for me, I think I would try Sancho at number 10. I think he could perform better at number 10 than Bruno Fernandes. I think Bruno Fernandes is very good, but I think Sancho has the potential to be a better number 10 because he's not as quick as what we need on the wing. I think he's good on the ball. He's good on the half turn. He's good at finding a pass. He's good at little intricate play. I think we should try Sancho at number 10. These are all the things that I would try, because I can't. What I see with Man United right now is just the same shit all the time, and there's no difference between Rangnick and Oli. Really, when we really analyze it, there's nothing different. And Rangnick doesn't know what to do. I can see that he doesn't know what to do. He's never managed a big club. He's never managed a club that's even half the size of Man United. Leipzig, Schalke, Hoffenheim. These clubs are the biggest clubs that he's managed, and they're not even half the size of Manchester United. And the pressure that the guy must be under must be immense for him. He doesn't want to make mistakes. It's his big opportunity at 63, which is a little bit late for anyone. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are not really thinking about the whole thing properly. No one's really analysing the whole situation. I've never heard anyone analyse it. Like, 63, going into a club like Manchester United, where he's never managed a club even half the size. He's never won anything. He's never had players like this. He's got the whole Fletcher feeling thing, the whole board thing, the whole trying to be a consultant after this interim period. He wants to be secretly the manager. Like, all of this thing, it's too much for him. It's too much. It's too much. What we should have done is we should have done the Conte thing, sacked Oli. If that didn't go well, we should have kept Carrick there and made Rangnick the director. That's what should have happened. Because at least with Carrick there, at least he understands he's not afraid. At least he dropped Ronaldo. He's not afraid. He doesn't give a shit. Like he's not fearful of his job or whatever. But Rangnick should just be focusing on signing players, because that's what he's good at. He's not good at as a manager. Like he's okay, but he's not great. Like I've seen enough. We've watched enough of the football. We were pressing for 2 weeks, and now we haven't been pressing for 4 or 5 weeks. That's weak management. It's weak management, and no one wants to talk about it. No one wants to accept that he's a weak manager. Like I've seen it for what it is. I'm not gonna pretend and act and be hopeful. Like some of you Man United fans are all pretending and trying to be hopeful and shit. The facts are he's weak. Because he dropped players, and then his excuses, oh, they played the good last game, so I want to play them in the next game. That's weak management. You keep chopping and changing. No, you should have players that you rate and players that you don't rate. You say, I rate this guy, I don't rate this guy. That should be your mentality. Because then everyone knows where they fucking stand. But with you, no one knows where they stand. And chopping and changing teams. Now what? Tommy's going to come back? Is Maguire going to come back? Is Rashford going to come back? Do you know what I mean? Is Ronaldo going to come back? No one fucking knows nothing, because you don't know nothing. I'm Tactical Red. This is Tactical United. 2-2 Aston Villa is typical Man United, and Ralph Rangnick is out of his depth.